Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Children's Worship. We're glad you're here and tuning in with us. We'll get started by lighting our Christ candle. When we're all together and in worship, we always think of the Christ candle because it reminds us that God is always with us, no matter what, and He calls us to be the light of the world, to the world. It looks like today we have another parable, just like last week. So I wonder if this is a parable. Parables are very precious, like gold. And this box is gold. It looks like a present. Parables are like presents. They have already been given to us. We can't buy them, or take them, or steal them. They are already ours. Here's another reason this box might be a parable. It has a lid. And sometimes parables seem to have lids on them. But when you lift off the lid, there is something very precious inside. I know. Let's take this lid off and see if this is a parable. So let's take the lid off and see if this is a parable. I wonder what this could be. It's so green, and it's so soft and warm. I wonder what could be so green. It could be grass, or a bush, or a tree. I know, perhaps it's a large green meadow. Maybe there is something else that will help us. Yes, here it is. Oh, it's so blue and cool. I wonder what this might be. It could be water. Perhaps it is a piece of sky, or a mirror, or a window to see through to the other side. Let's see if there's anything else. These are very dark. There is no light in them at all. I wonder what these could be. I'll place it here and here and here. Now I wonder what this could be. If I place it here, it could be a road. If I add another one, it could be a road maybe in between. Maybe this is the beginning and this is the end. Or maybe this is the beginning and this might be the end. Look at this, there are more. If I put one here and one here, I could make this very strong. I wonder what it could be. If I add more pieces, it will get stronger and stronger. It could be a log cabin. It could be a corral, a corral. I'm going to keep building this up. There's an inside to this place and an outside. But I think there needs to be a way to go out and a way to come in. I know. I could make a gate. Oh, we have a gate. Here are some sheep. If sheep live in this place, then it must be a sheepfold. It is called a sheepfold because the sheep are folded safely inside. Once, there was someone who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people began to follow him. But they didn't know who he was. So one day they simply had to ask him. And he said, I am the good shepherd. I know each one of my sheep by name. And they know the sound of my voice. So when I call my sheep from the sheepfold, they will follow me. I walk in front of the sheep to show them the way. I show them the way to the good green grass. I show them the way to the cool, clear, still water. And when there are places of danger, like these rocks, I show them the way through so that they can get safely back home to the sheepfold. Oops, my shepherd fell down. I am the good shepherd, and I take care of my sheep. So in our story today, Jesus calls himself a good shepherd. A shepherd is someone who takes care of his flock of sheep. He knows each one of us by name, and he cares for us and leads us to places of cool, green, abundant safety. And then also when we get into hard times like going through these rocks, he shows us the way to get safely back home. So back when Jesus told this story, there were a lot of people who had animals and who knew what it was like to take care of a sheep and to get them back into a sheepfold at night and to lead them to somewhere where they could drink and eat during the day. So he used this story especially because it really helped to convey just the kind of person, the kind of leader that he was. And so Jesus is often referred to as a good shepherd. And this, I hope this story helped explain and show you what that meant. Because I know it's not exactly as usual for us to have sheep and sheepfolds in our daily lives. So this week, we are going to be making these cute little, a shepherd and a sheep. So you can practice telling these stories. Now, you have a piece of paper that you can download, which is going to look like this. And you want to cut these shapes out. And then if you put glue, like a glue stick on the back, or even a piece of tape, you're going to glue them to paper towel or toilet paper rolls. So if you don't have any toilet paper rolls because you recycle them maybe when you're finished using them, when they get empty in your house, over the next couple of days you can just save them. You only need two. One of them, grab the scissors, you're going to actually cut in half. So this one, cut it in half real quick for you, just to show you. When you cut it in half, you're gonna save half for a craft you're doing next week. So you need 1.5 for yours next week, whoops, and then this week, you need just a half of one and a whole one to make your shepherd and your sheep. And that's all that you need. So I hope you have fun making this, and you can sort of color it in like I did mine and practice them. Practice telling this story. All right, we are going to close in prayer. Thank you again for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time. Dear Jesus, thank you for being a good shepherd and for taking care of us and for always loving us and always helping to guide us and lead us back in our lives in ways where we make good choices and we are taken care of and feel safe and feel loved. Now we're going to pray the prayer that you taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.